Previously on A Playmobil Life.
Sally discovered that dating Charles's boss had perks.
Are you saying in order to get a date with me, you would mess with Charles?
I'm sending Charles to a different state.
Embree's lawyer was confident,
Why don't we discuss them over dinner?
Oh, dinner.
as well as convincing. Since Bree Santiago was arrested, she experienced many different emotions. One moment, she felt afraid. The next, she was angry. And through it all, she felt ashamed. But with her trial approaching, she couldn't help but feel a little rattled.
Bree, honey, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. It's just all of this witness preparation is making me nervous. Gabby's been in the dining room for ages. West is very thorough. He just wants to make sure that we're all ready. Hi, everyone. After what felt like hours, we are finally done. How'd everything go? Oh, it was fine. Although I cannot remember the last time I was grilled like that.
Well, as alibi witnesses, you are going to be asked about every detail on the night that Ramon disappeared. So, how many dinner guests were there?
15.
What did Bree wear?
She was wearing what she always wears.
What sauce did she serve for her part of the dinner?
Oh, I got this. Onion? Gabby, sauce, not dip. Out of all the things I've been accused of, the idea that I would serve onion dip at a dinner party. Oh, you're right, I'm sorry. That's way worse than saying you killed my stepfa.
I'm sorry, what?
Sorry, I meant to say that, I need new stepping stones for my backyard.
Well, anyways, I gotta run. But you're gonna be alright?
Of course. With you in my corner, how could I not be? Okay, what was with all the hand-holding? We warned you about this. You're still going after him, aren't you? Of course not. I am totally focused on the case, and so is he. Uh-huh, sure. Keep telling yourself that. Okay, fine. What am I supposed to do? He is the most caring, intelligent, charming man I have met in years. And, of course, it's not a one-way street. He's been showing interest as well. Bree? And besides, if I reject him, he might be too embarrassed to do a good job on my case. Something tells me he'll bounce back. Look outside.
Yes, she experienced many different emotions. But what she wasn't expecting was to feel jealousy. After Sally Miller returned from Bree's house, she received a phone call from someone she hadn't seen in quite some time.
Hello, who is this? Hi, Sally. It's me. You're gonna have to be a little more specific. Oh, it's Kathy. Oh my god, Kathy? I can't believe this. It's been a year and a half since we've last spoken. Yes. How are you? How are things going? Oh, I'm doing well. New York has been great. I've entered the food world, and I've managed to start my own business. A line of delicious pastries. Oh gosh, that sounds amazing. I'm so glad that everything is working out for you. Oh, yes. My company has grown so much that I plan to extend into Europe. That's why I'm calling, actually. Oh, you're calling me because of pastries? Well, no, I'd call Bree for that. I'm calling because I want to offer you a job. You see, I plan to be head of the Europe division, and I need someone to take my place as head of the US division. That's where you come in. I'm sorry, what? You're offering me a job? Yeah, I mean, I heard that you and Charles split, so I figured nothing would be tying you down to the lane. Yeah, me and Charles, we did end up splitting, and I guess you're right, there really is nothing tying me to Breezewood Lane. Well, of course, minus the girls. So, what do you say? I need you. You are the smartest businesswoman I know. Well, I'm gonna have to think about it, you know. Come on, I know you want to. Well, yeah, I would love to. I mean, it sounds like a great job. It's just, I'm still gonna need time to decide. It's a pretty big decision. Well, okay. But don't take too long. Hello, this is Bree Santiago. May I speak with West? Oh, was he having lunch alone? Right. Of course, he was having lunch with the blonde woman. Right, I see. Well, thank you. So, are you done on the phone? Yeah, I'm done on the phone. Perfect. Now you get to see the outfits that I put together for you to wear for your trial. Okay, well, let's see them. We have this nice, long purple gown. Gabby, that's not my color. Okay, or we have this blue dress with a nice yellow belt and, of course, a nice scarf to match. It's too fancy. Or we have this red. Gabby, I'm going on trial for murder. Oh, and red is the color of blood and whores. Got it. Don't worry, we'll just find something else. You know, Gabby, I could just wear this. You know, what I normally wear. Or that could work too. I guess. Bree, is something wrong? Apart from me going on trial in 3 days for murder, no, life is good. Bree, everything is gonna be okay. And remember, you're innocent. Juries can sense that. I hope you're right. And West is a brilliant lawyer. He'll get you out of this mess in no time. I'm just worried that he's been a little distracted lately. He seems fine to me. Don't worry, Bree. Everything is gonna be okay. Everything will turn out the way that it's supposed to. And on to our next segment. A grave robbery at Lakeside Cemetery. Hey Mom? What is it, Chloe? You should come in here and watch the news. Okay. Is there something important on? There was a grave robbery at the cemetery where Mike is buried. Just now? I guess so. They're about to do a segment on it. Watch. Good evening, everyone. I am currently standing at the entrance to Lakeside Cemetery, where the police have just discovered that a grave robbery has taken place. According to the federals, 4 bodies were dug up and the bodies were taken. Police are currently searching the cemetery to find any evidence as to who could have done this. The 4 graves have been identified as Suzanne Pearson, Theo Mullen, Lauren Johnson, and Matthew Smith. Thank God it's not him. For a second I thought they were gonna say Michael Smith. Oh, apologies. I meant to say Michael Smith. No. Oh my gosh. Mike's grave was desecrated. You're moving to a whole different state? How long are you gonna be gone for? A year. Dad, you're gonna miss my soccer games. It won't be so bad. We can send him pictures, we can Skype. I'm graduating a year early. You're gonna miss it. Who's gonna help fix things in our apartment? Look, you guys, I've talked to my boss. He is not changing his mind. There is nothing I can do. Besides, it's just for a year. It'll go by quick. Dad, no. I don't want you to go. Guys, can I have a minute alone with your dad? Yeah, we can go. Guys, it'll be okay. We are gonna get through this. I don't know how we're gonna get through this. So, how did Jade handle the news? Timing could have been better. We're not exactly in a good place right now. Well, maybe some time apart will be good for you guys.
It's gonna be really hard being so far away.
I know. It's gonna be so hard on the kids.
Actually, I was talking about you. I don't think we've been apart for more than maybe a month. Who's gonna tell me what to do? What to think?
Whether your shoes are on the right feet.
Exactly. I'm really gonna miss you.
I am so sorry.
Why? There's nothing that you can do about it. Oh my gosh, it's her. Excuse me. Hello. Hello. Are you looking for West? Oh, yes, I am. Well, he's meeting with the judge on my case. Oh, well, then I guess I'll just wait for him. Okay. So, how do you exactly know West? Well, he hires me from time to time. And what is the nature of your work? I really can't say. Discretion is a really important part of my job. While you're showing off your discretion with that kind of blouse. Excuse me? This is Mr. Marston's place of business. Maybe you should meet him in yours. Perhaps a cheap motel room or a street corner. Are you calling me a hooker? Well, if the blouse fits, and in your case it doesn't, screw you, lady. Tell West I'm off his case. We're finally done. Sorry, Bree, that took so long. Hey, Lindsay! Where is she going? She wanted me to tell you that she's off the case. What was she doing on the case? She's a private investigator who was working on a really big lead for us. Why did she quit? I have no idea. Well, I should probably go talk to her. No, you know how women can misunderstand the littlest things. I'll go talk to her. So, let me get this straight. Just like that, you were offered a job in New York? Yes. Kathy, you know Kathy. She offered me a job as the head of the U.S. division for her bakery company. Are you going to accept it? I don't know. I mean, it's a huge thing to think about, and I already have so much on my mind. Have you told the other girls? Your kids? Or Charles? No, I have not. There's no point in telling anybody until I know for sure what I'm going to do. Well, speaking of Charles, you can't get back together with him if you both are moving to different states. I know. Last night, when he was here, he said he was gonna miss me. Oh, really? That's great. And it was the way that he said it too. Like he was kind of missing me already. So, what are you gonna do? I don't know, but there's no way I'm letting him get on a plane to Missouri. I have to do what I can to keep him here. So, I wanted to say thank you again for coming. Well, I only decided to come because I was bored. Now that I'm no longer working on your case, I have a lot of free time. Right. Of course. What a interesting color for your dining room. Oh, I'm sorry. Was I judging you? Why don't we, sit down and have a cup of coffee? Look, the reason why I invited you over today was because I wanted to apologize. I was very rude to you, and you were just trying to do your job. You were more than rude. Yes, well, I was also off color. I should have never implied that you were a hooker. Cooper, did you hear that? Bree called that lady a hooker. Oh, it's getting juicy. I'm glad we both love to eavesdrop. No, not that. You like him. and you thought that I was sleeping with him, and you were jealous. I'm not jealous of you and West. Is there a you in West? God, no, he's like 100. Look, I'll come back to your case and give you a free pass on all of this craziness. It's not entirely your fault. What do you mean? Hey, wouldn't it be funny if we asked Bree's lawyer to be a part of a threesome with us? Well, we have been looking for someone older. West is a very good lawyer. He'll listen to you, care for you, protect you. Female clients are always getting the wrong idea. Well, maybe that's how it normally goes, but I truly believe that there is something between me and West. Sorry, I know him. It's all about the job for him. He's into your case. He's not into you. Please, I just need to know where my husband's body is. Ma'am, I told you once and I'll tell you again. We don't know where his body is, or where the other bodies are either. Well, surely you have to have some general idea. We've searched the whole city several times, and we have gotten nowhere. This is a nightmare. Not quite. Now, we don't know where the bodies are, but we have a pretty good guess on who did it. Well, please tell me who did it. Your husband and the others were dug up and taken by a group of people. This group was associated with the loan shark that killed your husband. Okay, so before I had to worry about the loan shark, but now his little friends are torturing me now? Well, not exactly. I just think it was a coincidence that they dug up Mike's body. They want nothing to do with you. They want money. Money? Yes. They dig up the bodies and sell them to people who, we'll just say, are into that sort of thing. I don't get it. What do you mean? Ma'am, I'm talking about necrophilia. Oh? Oh my god. Oh my god. You're telling me that my husband was dug up and taken, and now he's gonna get sold to some random stranger who's seeking pleasure? Yes, they'll keep him in a freezer until they find somebody who wants him for their sexual needs. This is horrible. Dinner tonight was amazing. Well, I'm glad you liked it. I can't believe that this is already our third date. Is something wrong? You're acting a little weird. Yeah, I guess I have a favor to ask of you. Please, don't send Charles to a different state. You have an odd sense of foreplay. I know, it's just the kids are so upset and Charles is a wreck and I just don't think I can go through with it. Okay. Really? Yeah, I mean, I didn't want him to go. I was only doing it for you. I'll send somebody else. Thank you. I am so grateful. Well, I know one way you can show your gratitude. Oh, yeah, about that. Whoa, maybe you need another glass of wine. Greg, no. Okay, what's going on? I'm just not ready for that step, and I don't know if I ever will be. Ever? I'm sorry, but there's someone else. You're just realizing that? Now? No, I just realized how much I want it to work. So let me get this straight. You were using me to get back at your ex and now you're dumping me for some other guy? That is unbelievable. Unbelievable. I am out of here. The trial for Bree Santiago is set to begin tomorrow. Santiago is accused of killing Ramon Martez.
His body was discovered under a condo development in Chaplin Woods.
Oh, hey Susan. Hey, couldn't sleep? No, I couldn't. I thought I would take a walk. Remember the last time we were up this late together? It was the night that we buried Ramon, wasn't it? Yeah. If only we could go back. Hey, guys. Hey, you having trouble falling asleep too? No, I was grabbing some water and I saw you in the window. What are you guys doing up? We can't sleep because our friend is going on trial for murder tomorrow. Oh, relax. Bree's innocent. The jury will see that. Juries can make mistakes, Gabby. Well, it doesn't help Bree for us to be negative right now. You know what I was thinking we should do to help her? Go to the judge and tell the truth? Yeah, I was thinking the exact same thing. Whoa, wait a minute, what's going on here? What, it never even crossed your mind? Well, we have a plan in place, and if we wait a little longer, I'm sure everything will go back to normal. And what if Bree's convicted, huh? What are we gonna do then? I don't know. Well, clearly, do you even care? Sally! Okay, it's late. Well, just talk about this tomorrow. Well, I don't get this. Why are you guys mad at me? Because you're not having any trouble sleeping. Don't worry, it's just me. Thank God. I'm coming. West, what are you doing here? It's the middle of the night. I had a feeling that you might be up. Do we need to discuss my case? Nope, just the opposite. Donuts and Casablanca. That's one of my favorite movies. Yours too? I've never seen it. I'm a Caddyshack kind of a guy. But I had a feeling about you. May I? Sure, go ahead. But my trial starts in 6 hours. Is watching a movie really something that we should be doing? Do you know anything about sports? I know as much as I need to know. This whole situation is like the championship. You practice your ass off, but the night before the game, you forget about it. I can't believe I have to go through this. But if I have to, I guess what I'm saying is, out of all the gin joints in all the towns in all the world, I'm glad you walked into mine. Am I supposed to know what that means? You know what, just start the movie. In the matter of the people versus Bree Santiago, we are here for opening statements. Miss Wood, you may proceed. Thank you, Your Honor. How well do we really know our friends and neighbors? They borrow our lawnmowers, sit with us at PTA meetings, bring us tuna casserole. But as this case demonstrates, they also have secrets. Secrets that they keep from their neighbors. Secrets that could poison a place just like Breezewood Lane. Miss Stone questions how well we know our neighbors. Well, in this case, pretty well. Bree Santiago's friends will tell you that she is a woman of honesty, integrity, and compassion. Bree Santiago is an alcoholic, a woman with loose morals. She would pick up strange men in bars, hook up with them, and the next morning, she wouldn't remember anything. If picking up people at bars is illegal, there might be a criminal or two in this very room. The defendant lured Ramon Martez into her house, hooked up with him, and then killed him. There is no connection between my client and Ramon Martez. Now, it's not illegal to go home with a man from the bar, but it is illegal to kill him. Has Bree made some questionable decisions? Yes. But is she a killer? No. She's human. Just like the rest of us. This is a case about a woman who led a secret life. But here's the thing about secrets. Like bodies, they don't stay buried.
Susan, I got your phone call. You wanted me to come over? I'm in here. Oh, hi. How are you? I'm alright, I guess, despite everything. I can imagine it's been a difficult few days for you. When you told me on the phone what happened to Mike's grave, my heart sank for you. I'm so sorry. Thank you. That means a lot. So, is there anything that I can do to help you? Well, now that you mentioned it, you're going to help me find Mike's body. I'm what? Tonight, you and I are searching those woods near the cemetery. I am not going to let some creeps use my husband's body for their sexual needs. I am getting his body back. Susan, you really have to think this through. This is a crazy idea. It's also very dangerous. It's bad enough that my husband was murdered in front of me, and now somebody has disrupted his grave and taken his body. Susan. Gus, please. I'm serious. I need you. I need your help. Please. Fine. Even though I still think this is a crazy idea, I'll help you. Thank you. Oh, no problem. Well, look at her. A regular black widow. It says that she slept with 15 guys in a 2-month period. Oh, and of course, she was drunk the whole time. Sounds like college. Excuse me. Do you even know what you're talking about? Huh? Do you even know this woman? Well, actually, my friend used her once to cater a party. Said that she had shifty eyes. I've seen pictures of her, and they look pretty shifty. Okay, well, I do know her, and she's innocent. Yeah, I don't think the police go around arresting innocent people. She must have done something. Oh, okay, so you guys read one newspaper article, and just like that, she's guilty? It's not just us. Everyone in town says she killed the guy. She is the last person on this earth who would kill somebody. She's a friend, and a mother, and probably the most decent person I know. And she would die if she found out how people were talking about her. Well, she better get used to it. Because if I'm a juror, she's going away for a long, long time. So, do you have everything that we need? We don't want to forget anything. Yeah, I think so. The only thing that we really need is our lights. Well then, should we start walking? There's a lot of ground to cover. Yeah, we can go. Hopefully the van will be fine here. Do you have the gun, in case we need it? Susan, I'm not bringing the gun. What if we find the grave robbers and they attack us? If we find the grave robbers, we turn around and run. And then when we get somewhere safe, we tell the police. Fine, I guess that works. Let's start walking. Susan, it's been 2 hours. I don't think we're gonna find anything in these woods tonight. Wait a minute. Are you giving up? No, I'm not. It's just clear to me that these people are very well hidden. I mean, they could be out of town for all we know. Maybe. But I'm not giving up on my husband. I am getting his body back one way or another. I hope more than anything that we do. But eventually, we're gonna hit the lake, and then we'll have to turn around. When we hit the lake, we'll just head in a different direction. Fine. Judging by the map, we should be able to hit it within the next 4 miles. Well then, let's continue walking. Okay. You're offering me a job? Yeah, I mean, I heard that you and Charles split, so I figured nothing would be tying you down to the lane. After all that hiking in the woods, I thought some pizza sounded amazing.
Yeah, it was a good call on your part. Honestly, I'm starving. But I'm disappointed that we didn't find anything.
I know. But it's okay. We won't give up, and the police won't give up either. I know that Mike will be found. Trust me.
I hope so. He deserves peace. Hey, I just realized something. This is where Mike and I first met.
Really? Well, would you look at that?
He came in here and offered to fix my broken pipes.
Oh?
Not like that, I promise. Although, my old neighbor, Anna, she would have loved for him to fix her broken pipes, that's for sure.
She sounded like a piece of work.
Oh, she was. Anna was always trying to get with Mike, but I'm the one that he called pretty that day. And then we met again, and again, I guess the rest is history.
What kind of pizza did he like?
Oh, he would have ordered pepperoni.
Then let's order that. In celebration of Mike and the life that you two built together.
That sounds wonderful. Okay, Mr. Marson, is the defense ready to call its first witness?
We are, Your Honor. The defense calls Susan Smith. How long have you known my client?
More than 20 years.
So it's fair to say that you know each other pretty well?
We're like sisters. She's the most honest person I know.
Can you tell us what happened on the night in question?
It was a progressive dinner party.
I'm sorry, I don't get out much. What is a progressive dinner party?
The whole street throws it. Each house is responsible for a specific course.
Oh, sounds like fun.
Unless you don't know how to cook. They skipped my house that night.
Now, as you traveled from house to house, were you with Bree the whole time?
No.
Really? Where did she go?
She left my house to go check on her entree.
Wouldn't that have given her enough time to kill Mr. Martez?
Or wrangle a bunch of animals that Susan let into the house.
I imagine that must have been pretty entertaining.
Well, clearly you haven't spent that much time on my street.
And then what happened?
The party finished at my house, and Susan, Sally, and Bree stayed late to help me clean up.
How late?
Around 2 in the morning.
And the report said that the time of death was between 10 and midnight. Interesting. So there is no possible way that Bree could have killed Ramon Martez that night.
No way. Bree couldn't hurt a fly. The only thing she did that night was call animal control. No, I know Bree. She did not kill him. I'm sorry, Charles. I'm having difficulty following. You hit your boss, Greg, and then he fired you?
Well, yeah, that's pretty much what happened.
Why would you hit him?
I don't know, I lost my temper, I guess.
Because he was gonna transfer you?
No, that's not why.
Because he was dating Sally. Oh my God. Oh my God. It is, isn't it? Are you still in love with her?
Yes, I am. But you have to understand.
Trust me, Charles, I know, I get it. You've been with her for over 20 years, and you have kids together. I know. I've heard this speech 100 times.
Jade, please, you have to know that you came at one of the most important moments in my life. I was so broken and confused. I didn't know what to do. You have to know that I still care about you very much.
No, Charles.
You don't get to stand there and say that you care about somebody and then break their heart. That's not how that works. And for what it's worth, I loved you. Goodbye, Charles. I'm sorry. So, you recognize all the men that I've showed you? Yes. I slept with all of them. I can't imagine how painful this is for you to have to publicly acknowledge. You're right. You can't. You didn't have to testify. Why did you subject yourself to this? Because I own and take accountability for my actions. Was killing Ramon Martez one of them? No, absolutely not. That seemed very heartfelt. So, is your conscience clear? Yes, it is. Well, I would like you to read something for me. Something that will rebut Mrs. Santiago's testimony regarding her clear conscience. Does the letter inside this folder look familiar? Yes. I wrote it. It's a suicide note, isn't it? Yes, it is. This letter was found in a wastebasket at the motel that Mrs. Santiago was staying at. There are reports that people heard shouting, and there's a reference to a gun. Do you recall anything else happening on the night that you checked into that motel? No. That was the day that your boyfriend, Harrison Stone, was killed in a hit-and-run accident. My client is not on trial for killing Detective Stone. Not yet. Mrs. Santiago, would you please read the letter for everyone? I never thought that I could feel such remorse, such guilt. No one knows who I really am. I'm entirely alone. Living with this secret is too painful. I can't go on. That doesn't sound like a clear conscience to me. Bree, I need to talk to you. West, I just need to be alone. Not until you tell me what that was about. I already told you. I was in a very dark place with the drinking and my friends abandoning me. But I did not kill anyone. You have to believe me. I do believe you. I just hope the jury does. Avery, give me the remote. No, stop. Give it to me. Girls, don't make me come in there. What happened in here? Who did this? It was Avery. Is that true, Avery? This vase belonged to my grandmother. You are in big trouble, young lady. It's not my fault. She pushed me into it. You pushed her? She wouldn't give me the TV remote. So you broke the vase. But it was my turn with the remote. Claudia, you are really gonna let your sister take the blame for something that you did? That is horrible. Okay, this is your fault. Own up to it. Don't you see how bad? Mom, I'm sorry. Mom, it's okay. Don't worry about this. I'll take care of it. Hey, West. I know that Ramon is Gabby's stepfather. How did you find out? Gabby briefly mentioned it the other day, and I had Lindsay do some investigating. Oh? We're halfway through your trial, and I find out that Gabby is related to the victim and all you can say is, oh? I'm sorry. I wanted to tell you, but we made a pact. Who did? You and Gabby? Me, Gabby, and other people? People that I care about? You care about them enough to go to jail for them? Well, you don't think that's actually gonna happen, do you? It's possible, after that whole thing with the suicide note. The jury thinks you are hiding something, and the fact is, you are. Look, I want to win this case. For you. And if this is something that can exonerate you, it can. But not without betraying my friends. Bree, I think it's time that you tell the truth about Gabby. Goodbye.
Yes, recent events stirred up intense emotions. Guilt for causing another person harm. Restlessness for wanting to find peace. Excitement for what the future might hold. And then there are those who must put all emotion aside and instead make a cold-hearted decision.
Gabby, what are you doing here? I wanted to come see you. Your door was unlocked and your car was in the driveway, so I figured you would be home. Is everything all right? Why don't you sit down? I found a scarf for you. It's elegant, sophisticated. It's you. That's very sweet. You didn't have to do that. Yes, I do. I never truly thanked you for what you're doing. Sacrificing yourself for me and my family. You're just a much better person than I could ever be. Oh, Gabby.